Clap.
Let's get on going. What do you got for me?
Okay, so we were talking about hunting last night off the podcast.
All right.
And I was a little bit 50-50 on some of the rules and stuff like that. But I've got something for you. So, I'm quoting this just off Google. Hunting wild mammals with dogs is largely illegal in the UK, England, Wales, Scotland, under the Hunting Act 2004, Protection of Wild Mammals of Scotland Act 2002. But, excuse me, exceptions exist for activities like trail hunting, following a scent, not an animal, flushing game birds to guns, while Northern Ireland still allows some forms of hunting with dogs, so that's not good. Hunting other animals like game birds is legal, but heavily regulated by open seasons, landowner permissions, and licensing. It does talk about other stuff as well. And then we got onto guns and stuff because we spoke about the farmer who got into trouble for killing a burglar.
Right.
So, UK gun law requires a police-issued certificate, which is a firearm certificate or shotgun certificate, and that is for all firearms and ammunition, with police conducting thorough background checks, etc. Blah 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 blah. There isn't really any mention of farming, but I suppose that's where the issue is, because what we were talking about, if you remember last night after the hunting conversation, was it was kind of a question, wasn't it? Should people be allowed to have a weapon of some kind, such as a gun?
Right.
As long as it's obviously regulated and you go through all the checks and whatnot, which I agree with. If it's for something like protection, if you've got a lot of land, livestock, etc.
Right.
So it's an interesting talking point.
Oh yeah, it is. Over here, it's basically the same where it comes to owning a gun. You have to have FID card, firearms identification card, to be able to have a rifle or a shotgun. But for pistols,
Right.
you have to have a special pistol permit. And
Okay.
for carrying, I used to have one years ago. Everything with me is years ago. I don't know why. But I was a manager at a convenience store, and I took care of the money, and I took the money to the bank for a deposit.
That makes sense.
Yeah, so that's why I had one. Down in Texas, everybody can get one no matter what. In fact, everybody, just about everybody, owns a gun down in Texas, and you can walk around with it. It doesn't have to be, I'm forgetting what they call it, concealed. It doesn't have to be
Right,
a
okay.
concealed weapon. So you can walk around with a gun on your hip, like the old Western days. And
I was I was about to pass comment then, but it's not for me to say. Okay.
oh no, you want to give a comment, give a comment. It doesn't matter. That's what the podcast is here for.
Well, we might get cancelled, but just passing thought, is Texas the place where you want people to just have guns on show and be like, oh yeah, I've got a gun, oh, me too. I can just imagine, there's a lot of shit that goes down because of that.
Well, I can see someone walking down and go, "Hey, is that a 45? Is that a Ruger?" And
A hole between your eyes.
yeah, and things like that. Actually, Texas is the state where you want to send all the robbers and all the really bad guys, because people will take care of them, no problem. But I don't know. I didn't look it up, and I should have, to see if Texas has a death penalty still. Just about every state had the death penalty at one time or another, and of course, a lot have abolished it now.
Yeah.
But yeah, like we were talking about hunting over here. You can hunt, and there's different hunting seasons for different game. But the goal of it is you use what you kill. You eat the meat, take the pelt, and of course, a lot of deer hunters like to take the antlers or even the head of the deer from the neck up, and
Yeah, yeah,
taxidermy and put it on their wall. I mean, I would just be happy with the antlers, but I don't hunt either, so I would be happy with letting them run free. Um, but it's that. See, I myself can understand, especially if you have um, a load of animals. And in some areas around here, some of the animals are overpopulated. So they were going to for a free for all down in, um, well, I think it was down in Texas, um,
yeah.
for wild boar. We had a whole
What did
mess of
they
them.
um what did they do in Florida with all the alligators and shit like that?
They
Did they kill them?
they do have, well, the alligator population isn't really that bad, but the boas, the constrictors, there is a um, hunting for that. Doesn't matter. You don't have to have a license to hunt for those guys. Um,
Right.
you have to have a license for your gun, but you can do like 24/7, 365, um, hitting those guys, you know, and clearing the Everglades out from them. You just got to be careful and make sure that you're going after a boa and not something that could be poisonous.
Yeah.
That has been a mistake. I saw one time that a person thought it was a boa, went after it, and we're talking a baby boa, so really easy to mistake. Went after it, got bit, and ended up in the hospital for a little while. The snake treatments and all of that.
Imagine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not good.
No. So that's a big difference. And of course, over here, like when it's fowl season, duck season, um, they use the dogs because once you shoot it down, and they're usually in a marsh, you have the dog go get it, and if it drops into a lake, the dog swims out, grabs it, and brings it back to you. So
Yeah, yeah.
you know,
See, I think that's where I would disagree with hunting because I mean, at some point or another, someone's dog is going to get hurt. But as well, I think it's the whole point of hunting, like just taking out an animal. I don't know.
yeah. Well,
I can't.
over here,
I can't get my head around it.
over here, when people go out hunting, they have to wear bright orange now. They can't. They
Yeah,
cannot be no camouflage. It's got to be bright orange so that they can be seen because, of course, there's been too many accidents with hunters in camouflage. And the main excuse, well, I, I was just going to say the main um, excuse that can be used was I didn't see him. So it's not like oh, that's just an excuse. It's like, okay, we understand that, you know.
yeah, yeah.
So with bright orange, if you say you can't see them, then you're an idiot or you're colorblind and you shouldn't be hunting. So I would think in that aspect, if people are hunting, well, especially where the fowl are concerned, they shoot up in the air, and they nobody shoots at the ground when it's them because the dogs are also used to flush them out to make them fly. So the dogs are
Yeah.
pretty well safe in with duck hunting. I think it's the pheasants that they might shoot on the ground. I don't know for sure, but I also know dogs will flush them out as well. So, but that's it. Just the birds. That's the only time dogs are used here. They're never used for any ground.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
and like we were talking, fox hunting. What the hell is a sense
Oh,
in that? You know,
it's ridiculous, isn't it?
yeah. You capture a fox to let it loose so you can kill it. You know,
That would make sense.
and then you got the dogs running after it. And it's like, yeah, I wonder how many accidents with dogs there are in that.
Probably a lot. I mean, here especially, there seems to be people getting around the laws on it, and they're constantly pushing, to get it stopped completely. So,
Right.
so as much as it is illegal on paper, these people who go hunting for foxes, they're still doing it.
Yeah, and that's crazy.
I just think it's wrong.
Well, I guess it's legal as long as you don't get caught.
Well, it's like most things, isn't it?
Yep. With a lot of things, it's legal, as long as you don't get caught. Hey, we're of course the holidays are over,
Yeah.
and the next one coming up is for us is February, Valentine's Day. I,
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
do you guys celebrate Valentine's Day over there?
It's a thing. Um, we don't do much, but yeah, it's definitely a
Yeah.
thing.
Well, of course, over here it's a it's a money thing because already Valentine's Day merchandise is out, and it's because the merchants want to make the money off it, so they get it out as soon as possible, and they fill it up.
Capitalism.
Yes, capitalism at its fullest. But I was wondering, uh, up there, or up there, listen to me, over there, um, with the sales after holidays, are there sales after holidays? Are there pretty good sales after holidays?
Yeah, you'll be able to get a couple here and there. Yeah, it's usually a pretty good time to buy presents for in a year's time. No, I'm joking. um, it's yeah, you definitely get like the odd um sale, or sometimes they call it a clearance,
Yeah,
and then you're thinking, oh, are they closing down or something? No, they're just restocking everything.
right. They're getting rid of it. They got
um,
to get rid of it, because what else are they going to do with
yeah,
it?
they're getting rid of it because the people didn't buy them because of the prices in the first place.
Right. And at least they'll make money. I used to work for Walmart, and uh, man, the prices they were like set like 200% high from
Wow.
what they actually spend for the item. So they'll come out and it'll look like it's a massive sale, and they'll say 25% off, 50% off, and it's like, oh wow, 50% off, so I can get two and just pay the price of one. And then when they really want to get rid of it, they'll go 75% off. And after that, they just mark it down and throw it away. But
Wow.
yeah, so let's talk too about our plan for sharing the food from each other's respective living places. Uh,
Okay, you want me to go?
yeah, go ahead and go.
Alright, so on this channel, there will be, amongst the regular podcasts, don't worry, a video where, for example, I will be trying exclusively American food, and that can include candy and much more. Same for Bill, but in a separate video, he'll be trying exclusively UK food. We don't really have a structure as such, but what we are going to plan to do is see where that goes, first of all. And if it's successful, we're going to move on to doing things like reacting to UK/US TV shows or movies and things like that. And even beyond that, it might even delve deep into culture and sayings and different things like that. So I hope you're all down for that. You could let us know down in the comments while you're liking and subscribing. That would be amazing. Thank you very much.
Yes, and also leaving us comments on food. I guess on shows too. Right now, movies and shows and things, and we can go from there afterwards, of course. But you got to remember, when it comes to food, it's got to be dry stock because no liquid gets past, uh, or normally no liquid gets past through U.S. Customs because of the problems we have had. So,
Yeah.
yeah. And a lot of it is kind of, right now I'm looking at it, a good portion of it is candy.
Yay.
Yeah. And speaking of which, the just speaking of which, of sales after holidays, I picked up a bag of candy, and I'm going to send some of that to you um, from
That's really kind. Thank you.
from the sale, and hopefully you'll like it. I mean, if not, just remember it's America. Uh, I'm dishing my own place. Hey, let's talk favorite meals, especially since once again the holidays are over with. A lot of people try to say that the favorite meal. Well, a lot do say their favorite meal comes from a holiday. So let's talk that. What's your favorite meal? Is it from a holiday? Is it just something that you might have once a month, once a week?
It's a difficult choice because I'm not good at picking favourites. Because I start getting overwhelmed in my own mind. And I'm thinking, oh, but also I like this, and oh, also I like this, and oh, it depends if I'm cold or if I'm warm, and I actually like this as long as
Mm-hmm.
you make it this way, etc., and blah 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 blah.
Well,
So it's a difficult thing.
I'll pick a.
However,
Yeah, I was gonna say pick a few if you
um,
want.
well, I make this. It's not exactly a chicken pie, but it can be made into a chicken pie. Um, Everybody seems to love it here in my house, and well, I do, because my mum used to make it for me, and her mum used to make it as well, my nana. So that's always nice. Um, Usually better with fresh chicken bought from the butchers, and yeah, I'm not telling you how I make it or anything. It's top secret, you know.
Ooh.
But yeah, I like that. It's always nice. It's always nice with some bread to just dip it in because you get quite a lot of sauce the way I do it.
So do you look forward to the food from holidays a little more than others?
Um, Not really. I mean, it's always nice. Don't get me wrong,
Right. I mean,
but
food.
there are times where we would have like similar food. Honestly,
Yeah,
you
here
know,
it's
like
uh, every year food. Christmas usually you have a turkey on Christmas, you have a ham on New Year's Eve. Well,
okay,
let me rephrase that. Damn it. You have the turkey on Thanksgiving, and you
yeah,
have ham on Christmas, and sometimes ham on New Year's Eve. But um, we've changed it ourselves. We have Asian food on New Year's Eve now. It's our own tradition we've started this year, but me and Sylvia are kind of trying to start traditions. And that's something too,
that's nice.
you know. Um, Here I am, scapegoating away, if you want to call it that.
Eh,
But I guess my favorite food is corned beef and hash with cabbage and carrots.
Okay, fair
Okay.
enough. Okay, yeah.
And corned beef itself, a lot of people buy it for St. Patty's Day. Now, the funny thing is, the corned beef that gets cooked over here in America was never cooked like that over in Ireland. So it's
No,
actually an American dish. And why people just eat it on, St. Patty's Day, I will never know. I eat it on St. Patty's Day because I like it and I look forward to it when Sil makes it. But she makes it for me year round. Anytime I get a hankering, I'll say something. She's like, "All right," she'll buy some from the store and make it up for me.
Yeah, yeah.
You know?
You'd like what we sometimes call lobbies, but it can be a variation of like potato pie, meat and potato, etc. There's different ways of doing it, and there's corned beef in it. Ours is different to yours though. Our corned beef, or you can use mincemeat beef. Um, yeah, there's different ways of doing it, but I reckon you'd like the way we do it.
Now, see, that sounds like something interesting. It's too bad I can't try it. You know?
Unless we send you like a recipe book or something,
That's
you could
true.
write it down.
That's true.
We could do that. I still haven't tried Sil's mac and cheese yet. I need to try that.
Ooh. I tell her she's gonna get mad. No, I'm only kidding. She won't get mad, but she will question it.
I
How?
mean, I just and I very rarely want mac and cheese, and when I do, I'm like, oh, shall I make the one that Sil came up with? And I end up having something else because I'm just like, eh, you know,
Yeah. Well,
it's just meh.
that's a family recipe.
I'm definitely gonna try it sometime. I will.
Oh,
I will
I
try it.
know you will. I know you will. But um, that was handed down from my mother, and part of the recipe is adding something new to it or different to make it taste even better. And I mean, it's gone through ham, sausage, uh, bread crumbs, and it's become better each time as far as I'm concerned. So I don't know how much better it can get, but we'll see. We'll see what my daughters do with the recipe.
Yeah, yeah.
you know, it's a,
I'll be sure to let Sil know how it goes. Anyway.
yeah, yeah. She would appreciate that. Um, but what? Let me see. What was it that we were talking about that I kind of turned around on and did a not 360 or 180? Uh,
Favorite foods.
uh, well, I did say that corned beef and hash. Corned
Um,
beef, cabbage, carrots. Um, I'm trying to think now. We were talking about um, I was saying the holiday meals. I think if you look forward to them, you know.
yeah, I do. Um, well, I really do. It's just sometimes throughout the year we have stuff that's similar, so it's sort of a Christmas thing, but it's also not. You know what I mean?
Yep. Oh
I
yeah.
think it's just nice the way we do it because we're all sat together at the table, and then usually we don't really do that. We just sit with it on our knees and watch TV. So
Yeah.
it's a nice little get together. I think that's what makes it even better. Even if you had something that wasn't even remotely festive,
Yeah. Like
it'd be okay.
over here, I like to have it year round. It's very rare that I do have it, but I do get it. The sweet potatoes. We make those for the turkey, for the ham, not for the Asian food, no, but it's not just the sweet potatoes. Like I had told you, once again, that's a family recipe. My dad uses some ingredients to basically make it sweet potatoes, or we call them candied yams.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's what makes me look forward to all these holiday dinners. It's like I don't care as long as the candied yams are there. I don't care.
One of your go-tos on the menu.
Yeah, definitely. And when it comes to the sweet potatoes, sweet potato pie, sweet potato French fries, you know, there's so much that you can get and everything like that. And my brother-in-law makes a pretty good sweet potato pie, and he does that year round. So I get
Have
that.
you had snow yet?
Oh my God! Don't talk about snow.
I know
Yeah,
New York haven't they? They've been plastered with it.
we've had we had one that was big enough for what we call a snow ban, which means no vehicles on the road. If there's a vehicle on the road, they tag it and it gets towed to a tow yard, and then you got to pay to have it come out, and it's expensive. It's like $150 a day. Um, so
Jeez,
I think
I'm not surprised though.
I think that was 5 or 6 inches at that point in time, and we just had one which was like 3 or 4 inches, and that's nothing. Neither one, to be honest, is nothing for me because I've got a Jeep, so I go out in that stuff and play in it. But
I keep telling you though, Bill, you're equally as fucked with front, rear, or four-wheel drive if your tyres are no good. You need good tyres.
yeah, good tires and make sure you don't ride on ice.
Yeah, maybe just plan ahead and don't go anywhere as well.
Yeah. Yesterday was one heck of a day, but it wasn't snow. It was what was it? The cold. It was the cold, and
Gummy bears.
it ended up being 9 degrees Fahrenheit, -13 Celsius.
Nice.
Yeah, and still
I
actually
take it
walked
you had
home.
your heated seats on. She walked
She
home.
walked home from work, and
I hope she got free food.
it was her BK work that she did, and she gets free food anytime she wants, but she's trying to
Huh.
cut back. But I turned around when she came home, and I'm like, "Oh my God, it's 9 degrees out. You're walking in this 9 degree weather," and that wasn't how it felt. There's always wind, and the wind chill was even lower than that. So the wind chill
Oh,
was probably like -2, and that would be -19 for you guys. And she turns to me, she goes, "I was sweating on the way home."
fuck it hell.
Yeah, I was like, "Oh, she wore layers." So,
Good.
yeah,
At least she wasn't cold. That's the main thing.
exactly. She's a trooper. I call her my tough old bird. She does anything and
She could do with a
everything.
flask or something.
Yeah, right. Well, hopefully it wouldn't freeze. She only drinks water. She's a
Ah,
water
maybe not then.
drinker. So that's why she's healthier than me.
Maybe.
Yeah, because as
So,
as we know, she just recently had she thought she was a cold, but it acted like COVID. So we don't know.
yeah. I mean, especially given that, I think it's important to especially be careful.
Oh yeah, definitely. Well, there's they're calling it a super flu going around here, and it doesn't act like any other flu. It's even if you get the flu shot, you can get it. Well, you can kind of get any flu, but with the flu shot, it makes it to where it's not as bad. But the super flu people are getting is just horrible. When I was recently in the ER, um, everybody was wearing masks. All the nurses, the doctors. I mean, they were doing the best they could, and
yeah.
it was full. I was in the hallway, uh, waiting to be seen. There were beds in the they call it on floor. You're not in a room,
Yeah.
and it's just crazy. And speaking of crazy, half of the damn rooms were taken by people who were um, slated to go into the mental health unit.
I can't pass comment on that.
I don't know. It's the winter blues, cabin fever. Everybody's going loony.
Yeah, just drink water, guys.
So you talking of snow? Then you must have gotten some snow over there.
It tried last night. Um, and weather says it's coming, but we'll see. It's cold enough though. It's nice. It's nice.
Yeah, I was gonna say. So the weather's been different for you than it has for
Yeah.
us.
If any listeners don't remember, I actually like the cold weather, and yeah, it's just it's a nice change. But obviously, a lot of people like a bit of warmth as well. So,
Yeah,
but
but here where I'm
I think
in New England, you've got to learn to go with the flow, no matter what.
yeah, it's not too different here to be honest, because I think where we are, our climate's really. I don't want to use the word versatile, but yeah, it can be a bit bizarre at times.
Yeah, I understand that. There
I
is.
think with snow as well. Sorry, it's like it's probably internalized from childhood, but once everything is covered in snow, it looks nice for a while. So
Oh yeah, it does. And then you have to go
I actually really
outside.
look forward to it. And then you want to go back inside,
Yep,
and yeah,
everybody goes
it feels
outside.
nice to like when you've been really cold. It feels nice to warm yourself up, but not to the point where it's summer heat. You know.
Right. Everybody go outside and have to drive and walk, and all that pristine snow turns to slush, and then the roads start showing, and you're like, what happened to my beautiful scene?
You sounded a bit like Bob Ross then.
We're gonna make some nice fluffy clouds here. No such thing as mistakes, or however
Just a
you said it.
happy
Yeah,
accident.
it's a happy accident. That's what it is. That's interesting. I have to apologize though on this in this podcast. I did not get the corny jokes corner done today, so there'll be no corny jokes unless you want to look at the whole
Aww.
podcast as a corny joke.
Yeah, you could do.
I mean, we have our laughs. I hope other people have laugh with us.
Probably. If they've made it this far through, they really should consider subscribing and liking and ding donging the notification bell. Because then that way they could be notified when we upload another video.
Yep, exactly. You know, that's what it's all about. Enjoying the podcast.
Maybe in 6 years we'll have an extra subscriber. What do you think?
Maybe we'll have one more. We'll have to see. But yeah, and we can all blame Stacy for this, by the way, because she threw this podcast on me at the last minute, and I was like, "Yeah, sure, why not?" But of course, in the back of my head, I like totally forgot about the jokes. So
Don't listen to him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
no, I don't. I'm just crazy. I gotta go into the mental health unit.
Gotta go and get your flu jab.
Yeah, go and get in my huggy jacket. That's what it is, and put me in the rubber room. That's how that goes. Do you guys have that over there? Padded cells?
I don't know.
Oh, you haven't been crazy enough?
um, I don't know if we have that. maybe if someone's if how do you word this? If they're required to be in a room like that, maybe. As far as I'm aware, the regular rooms they're just rooms with stuff you can't hurt yourself with.
Yeah,
I think I could be wrong. I basically don't know.
yeah. A padded cell would be for if you like start banging your head in the wall or on a table or
Yeah,
something. They just put you in the padded room. There's nothing in there, and it's padded floor, wall, ceiling, so you can't get hurt. And sometimes you get the rubber jacket if you try biting yourself. And, the huggy jacket, not rubber jacket, huggy jacket, where
like a straight jacket.
yeah, where your hands are tied, wrapped around you like you're hugging yourself and tied in the back. So very interesting stuff. In the emergency room, they just have somebody monitoring you in your room, and like if you have to go to the bathroom, that person follows you down.
It it's not great for American economy to be so close proximity to people who need that level of help, because obviously there's a profit to be made when people require medical assistance.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
So if you leave that hospital thinking, I'm never going back there again, that's not great, is it?
no,
Because they fucking depend on you being ill. It's like,
yep,
get that shit into another room, no offense, but need to make it a delightful stay. I want it like the Plaza Hotel.
yep, definitely. But I think that's why they put people who are going to go to the mental health unit in the rooms, not out in the hall. And the people who are just normally sick are out in the hall when it gets full like that.
I just realised how heartless I sounded. I'm sorry.
In the rooms, out in the hall. Well, I know how that feels.
Uh,
It happened to
what are you
me
doing with your evening?
with my evening.
Yeah. Oh, it's afternoon there, isn't it? Sorry. What are you doing with your life?
The wife's working.
Life.
Oh, life, my life. Oh my God.
Jesus.
We're really going wacky now. Or at
I
least I
know.
am. My hearing's going, so I'll probably go to the doctor. And
The very finest of COVID, sir.
yeah, eye, ear, nose, and throat.
Have a good evening and fuck off.